Who is a fictional character that you are convinced could resist the One Ring? The thing about the ring is it's not about willpower, that's how it gets you. You can have the strongest will in existence and still you will be corrupted, it's only a matter of time. It feeds off of ambition. Someone like Captain America would go in no time flat because the ring will make him believe he can save the world. You have to have no ambition whatsoever, and that's super rare. Maybe Kid Goku. The hobbits worked as well as they did because of how little ambition they had. Probably Wonder Woman. I feel like due to her relationship with the gods, she has a natural, inherent ability to distinguish between Faustian bargains and truly righteous paths. Not to mention the fact her cultural upbringing was devoid of internal strife, greed, and violence. She's completely unselfish and never craves power. She was even made from freaking clay. She's simply above the petty desires of mortals while being totally devoid of the ambitions of arrogant gods. Fezzik. He wasn't without his faults. But the giant living in Greenland had a quiet composure and appreciation for life that didn't involve power or conquest or vanity. Fezzik appreciated people where they were and valued them as they came. He would have taken the One Ring to Mordor because it was asked of him. And he would have killed all the orcs getting there. I don't know, did you see what happened as soon as he got access to Dr. Pepper? And then all the clouds rolled away, and the white sun shone, and at his command the Vale of Gorgoroth became a cooler of sodas and brought forth unlimited Dr. Peppers. He had only to put on the ring and claim it for his own, and all this could be. And now, he had to pee. The trap answer is Doctor Strange because he'd see all the futures where he gets corrupted and refuse to use it. But the ring would actually show him the good future where he doesn't get corrupted and tease them into utilizing it. To his demise. The correct answer is Melkor. He'd just laugh at Sauron's amateur shit magic. I'm dropping an oddball and would say that Grey Boy from Worm resisted, just by the time restoration aspect of his power. The ring simply corrupts too slow, before his shard can reset the influence away. And he's already pretty fucked up either way. Father Palder from Hyperion, the man who condemned himself to a cyclical hell of eternal suffering, to save humanity from enslavement to the machine god. People acting like the One Ring is Mjolnir. It will still corrupt you if you're pure. Even Gandalf and Aragorn knew how powerful it was, and they were two of the most morally stable characters. That being said, I'd say Dobby, Beavis and Butthead. They misuse the One Ring so hard, it would try to escape from there after an hour. They are also completely unable to comprehend higher concepts and goals that the One Ring uses to tempt people. Batman. He'd probably already know all there is to know about it, and would take the proper persuasion to ensure he couldn't be tempted by it, or if he was, that a backup plan was in place to protect him. Ernest P. Worrell. Hey Vern, look at this ring I found the other day. I keep tossing it away and it keeps winding up in my pocket. Check this out Vern. Invisible, visible, invisible, visible. Chewbacca. Doesn't have any strong ambition or ultimate goal beyond doing what is right, much like the people who end up carrying it in LOTR. He's just a tad more adventurous. In the LOTR universe, Tom Bombadil canonically can. I think Sam can as well for obvious reason. Possibly Aragorn. Other universes Peter Parker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Beavis, not through any feat of willpower though. He would just constantly get distracted and probably end up misplacing it after going full cornholio on some orcs. Mr. Spock. His extreme logic just might counter the One Ring's emotional manipulation. Your temptations are logical. You are disturbing my meditation. Roger. Who needs to be invisible in the middle of nowhere? Radini puts it on and then throws it off in disgust. Don't see a better answer. I feel like we might be missing the obvious here. The Invisible Man, or literally any fictional character with invisibility as a power. Like Skywalker seems an obvious choice, considering the climax of the original Star Wars trilogy is him resisting Palpatine and his evil. I was going to say Mr. Rogers, but forgot it said fictional. I think maybe Captain America Steve Rogers would be able to resist. Link. He has no choice except to save Hyrule because of ancient cursed shenanigans and always seems to have no ambition beyond that. Data from Star Trek springs to mind. Also, Cylon Raiders are living beings. I'm not sure what the ring could offer them. Batman would have destroyed the ring in an hour, and I hope he kicks Gandalf in the bag for not using his eagles to begin with. The Beast from Split has about 30 personalities with different motivations and ambitions, so maybe that would trip up the ring. Roger Smith. What? It turns you invisible? Who needs to be invisible? Where were you when I farted at Danny's wedding? Aslan is Jesus, the Emperor beyond the sea is God. There is some overlap of the two since Aslan did create Narnia. I'd say that Forrest Gump would have a good shot. He is very good at heart and doesn't really have any major ambitions. Finn from Adventure Time, the way he resisted the Lich's command speaks for itself. The kid is the embodiment of good. Lots of random characters I've never even heard of being listed. Master Chief John 117 obviously is up to the task. Izuku or Iya from Ma, I may hate him for his unrealistic personality, but that same personality would save him. Spock. Craving the ring is an emotional behavior that, as a Vulcan committed to logic, he's obligated to resist. Philip J. Fry. With his unique brainwaves resulting from being his own grandfather, he would be immune. That's interesting. How would the ring work on someone with multiple personalities to begin with? The Doomslayer. Sauron fits pretty much all his criteria to shove a super shotgun in his face. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Professor Dumbledore, Wonder Woman, and I need to stop thinking about this lol. Benton. I mean, he already wields one powerful weapon, so I think he can handle one ring too. A jellyfish. No ambition because no brain and no fingers to pick up the ring anyways. Glantaro Dimdude would have corrupted the One Ring, not the other way around lol. Sunch, being ambition itself, would be incapable of being corrupted by the ring. Jake Chambers would have been the one pulling the ring away from Roland Deschain. Forrest Gump. I'd buy a ticket to that movie just to hear him say so. Ron. Laszlo Craven. He'd be too busy using it as a sex toy to be corrupted by it. Daria would look at it and probably go back to watching Six Sad World. I feel like this might be an unpopular opinion, but Iron Man Tony Stark. John Wick. The man just wants to be left alone with his car and dog. Kramer from Seinfeld. I'm convinced that dude would forget it exists. Conan. He needs no rings. Just his crown upon his troubled brow. Ron Swanson. Never half-ass two things. Whole ass one thing. Saitama from One Punch Man. Insanely strong, zero ambition. Steve Rogers. Cap can lift Mjolnir, he can resist the ring. Data from Star Emotions, therefore no temptation. I don't understand how no one has said Ralph Wiggins yet. Marvin the Paranoid Android, he wouldn't want the hassle. Most fictional dogs. What would they want with a ring? Kenneth from 30 Rock. He'd put it in a gumball machine. Guts from Berserk. He would totally try destroying it. Edward Scissorhands, he can't put that damn ring on. The dude. All that power is just a big hassle, man. Timon and Pumbaa would tin the ring into just chillin'. Popeye without spinach, no. Popeye with spinach, yes. The Ice King. The crown left nothing else to take. Farmer Gabriel looked from far from the madding crowd.